Hi, friends, and welcome to this total body toning 15-minute short workout. We're all standing, osteoporosis friendly. If you're just starting out with me or with lifting weights in general, start with light weights, even water bottles. 3 pounds. I'm using a set of 5 pounds. We do have a bit of shoulder work, so maybe even have a few sets on hand. For my UK friends, 1 or 2 kgs is great. So 15 moves. 15 minutes. I will give you a super quick warm up. We'll get started with that now and a quick stretching. If you want a longer workout, do 2 sets. So that'll make it a half an hour doing it twice through. Getting into that warm up, we're going to do a calf raise. So feet underneath those hips with an arm lift. So lift up onto those toes, arms come up and down. Find your balance. Activate those muscles. Core engaged. Lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. High knees here, so we're just alternating, lifting each leg with that bent knee, arms out to the side. And let's crisscross, squeezing the chest as the knees come forward. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a wider stance, big inhale, arms come up, out to the side, and then behind the head, keeping the elbows wide. Knees start straight. We hinge forward from the hips, feeling a stretch in the backs of the legs. Then the knees come into a squat, lift back up, straightening those knees. Then we lift the torso. Again, core engaged so we don't use that lower back. So we hinge forward into our good morning, drop the hips into our squat. Making sure those knees stay in line with toes. Side view. We hinge. Squat. Dropping as low as you feel comfortable. And come back up. Once again, reminder here, keeping a straight spine. A few more. And last one. Lower the arms. Let's take it into a couple leg swings. You can hold onto a wall, a chair, mantle, something for a base of support. And we're just going to swing that leg forward and back, warming up that hip joint. Now let's bend that knee and do a hip circle. So taking it all the way around. And one more. Let's switch that to the other side. Forward and back. Doesn't have to be high. Bend the knee. Rotate around in that hip socket. Last 3, 2, and 1. That's it, my friends. That was our quick warm up. Grab your weights. I'll show you our first move. We've got 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest before we get into the next move, and I'll demonstrate within that 15 seconds. The first move is an upright row. Palms are facing towards you, elbows out to the side. We alternate that with an L raise. So one arm coming forward, one arm going to the side. Let's go. Upright row. L raise. Because we have a timer, you're going to go at your own pace. If you're using heavier weights, you might be slower. Lighter weights, you might be going at a speedier pace. You do what's right for you. Don't feel like you have to keep up with me. And anytime you need to switch to a lighter weight or drop them completely, that's totally fine. We're only coming up to shoulder height here. You have a slight bend in your knees. And your navel's pulled into your spine. We're almost there. Well done. That was the first one. Next, we are going into a forward hinge, lifting the arms straight to the back. We come up with an overhead press. Back and left. Straight spine with that hinge. Really lift those arms behind you, working the triceps in the back of the arms. Core is engaged, so we're not using that lower back. Keep a small bend in those knees. Awesome job. Weights are going to be at our sides, feet underneath the hips. We have one squat, and then alternate with a side leg, kind of like a flick, using the inner thigh to pick up that leg. We alternate sides. So one squat, left. One squat. We do a few squats in this workout. Forgot to say in the intro, no lunges. I know that'll make some of you happy. As you're squatting, you keep the weight in your heels. Helps with proper form. Think about pushing the floor away from you. And again, you're just going as low as comfortable for you, but still challenging. Back to the upper body. We're going to flip our palms up, elbows in, cross the body. Same leg comes out to the side and back in. Cross tap out, bring it in. Join me. Working the biceps, shoulders, and core and chest here, all in one. So just that arm is crossing the midline of the body, not a torso twist. Pull it back to the hips. And rest. Similar move next, but we're going to the back. So we're going to alternate same arm as leg with a tricep and a toe tap to the back. Let's go. Keep the elbows in close to those hip bones. As you tap the toe, squeeze your buns. Working that glute. Get a slight hinge forward with that torso. Tummy in. Try to get that arm up for that tricep. You got it. And breathe. All right. That was the first 5 moves. We were a third of the way there. Hammer curl next, just halfway. So we're coming up halfway to a 90-degree position. Then we're going to lift the elbows and back down. So halfway, up, down, and lower. Working the shoulders and those biceps. I know the body wants to curl up a little bit higher, just keep it parallel to the floor. Ten more seconds. Alrighty, next let's finish the rest of that bicep curl. So we are going to flip the palms up. We step out to the side. Then we do the upper half of that bicep curl. Let's stay with the palms facing in. Step out, all the way up, halfway down. Step out. As the arms come out, the leg does too, right? Step both the arms, elbows in, working that rotator cuff. Try to push off a little bit too with that foot. Big step out, push off to come back in. Feeling it now for sure. Stay with me. Whew, okay, shake that up. Coming into a one side a deadlift. So one leg comes back, both arms are down. We come down hinging forward from the hips, one row, and then stand back up. You've got 80% of your weight in that front leg. Other arm is just hanging out by our side. Knees have a slight bend, but again, the movement comes from the hips, forward hinge. And we stay on the side the whole time, then we'll switch. Pick that elbow up nice and high. Same thing, other side. Stepping back, we're up on that back toe. Most of your weight on the front foot. Here we go. Hinge and row. Press up. Tight core here, supporting the upper half of the body. And again, you're driving through the glute on that front leg. Ooh, shake that out, well done. Coming into a sumo squat, which is quite a bit wider. So also wider than the hips, toes to the corners. Push your weights together. We have one big sumo squat, and then we stir the pot with the weights, alternating directions. So it's like we're making a big circle. As you squat down, maybe take a glance, make sure those knees are in line with your toes. Big circle. And again, push the weights together. Helps us activate that chest more. And breathe. Okay. That was 10, so 5 more to go, 2/3 the way done. We're gonna do weights up at our shoulders, one side leg lift with the other arm overhead press. Again, great balance challenge. Join me. Slow and controlled. You can always hold on to the back of a chair if you need to, or just do the arms or just do the legs. Leg doesn't have to be high. Well done. Another side step out with a bow and arrow arm. So big step out, like we have a bow and arrow. We come back to center, alternating sides. So the arm comes in, same leg that's stepping out. Bring it in. Straighten. Bring it in. Keep the shoulders pressed down away from your ears. I know they want to help, they want to creep up. Don't let them. Almost there, guys. And break. Well done. Feet underneath our hips. We have another forward hinge. We cross in front and then pull back for the upper back with a bent elbow. So we cross, pull back. Try to alternate as you cross which arm is in front. And give me a nice tight cross so we work that chest. Then we pull it back, working those upper back muscles, which are so important for our posture. Cross, pull back. And of course, you have your tummy pulled in as well. Get an attention out of that lower back. Shake it out if you need to. Inhale, exhale. Well done. Palms are facing the ceiling. We have one calf raise, one bicep curl. We get a little break here. Then after this, we just have one more move. Here we go. Find that balance. Calf raise, bicep curl. If you wanted to challenge yourself, you could do both at the same time. More than halfway there. Last one. Sneak that in there. All right, guys, last move, we have a goal post. So 90-degree position with those elbows, one overhead press. We then rotate one arm in, rotate the other arm in. Here we go. I know it's a lot of shoulders. Rotate and rotate. Up and down. You can always do one arm at a time, up and down, if your shoulders are screaming at you. And again, I know we're working the shoulders, but keep them pressed down, get them away from your ears. Well done. We are almost there. Get in one more. Nice work, my friends. Okay, if you're doing another set, hold on to your weights, rewind for your second set. Good for you. Rest of us are going to cool down, so drop those weights. Couple wrist circles here. And reverse. And just a little shake out. Let's take the right arm out to the side. Open up from that shoulder. And then let's hug it in nice and close, either above or below that elbow joint. Again, shoulder down, hug it in. And then while we're here, let's get a nice neck stretch. So taking the left ear towards the left shoulder. Take some nice deep breaths here. Lift the head. Arm comes back out to the side and down. Other side. Out. Gently pull back first. And then we hug it nice and close. Again, shoulder down. Right ear to right shoulder. Lift the head. Shoulder comes out and down. Nice work. Take the feet a little bit wider. Coming into a little side lunge, stretching the inner thigh. And other side. Back to center. Inhale, arms come up. We're in a cactus down, so opening up from the chest. Hold that here, and again, take that side lunge. Arms come up as we straighten both knees. Down, back to the other side. One more time, each side. Inhale. Exhale. Push up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Big step back, stretching that back calf muscle. And a small little lunge or hinge forward here. While we're here, let's stretch the triceps so the arm comes up. And let's assist it back behind us here. So holding elbow to the ceiling. Stretching 3 things at once here. Packing a lot into this short workout. And again, big step back. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Arm comes up. Add in that tricep. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. Feet come back underneath the hips. Join me for one last big inhale. And exhale. Well done, my friends. Thanks for working out with me. Please leave me a comment, share with your friends. I love hearing from my viewers. And if you haven't already, check out the new website, seniorshape.com. I'll see you there.